How did the meeting go?
Oh, I think it went well. I mean, it's a very fruitful conversation. It's important that as a party we show a very united front. It's important that we stick together. I mean, whatever it is we are doing now is just an internal contest. The contest will be over in just about 6 months from now, and we would have to get out of this contest a very united front. Working together to unseat this very confused, incompetent NDC. I've already told you that they are very disruptive interlude. We're on a path of, growth as a country, of course, and that on that path we encountered challenges. They took advantage of these challenges and then misled the entire country, and now we are struggling. The only way we can get them out is to stick together, and I think that it's important that for all of us as MPP members across the country, we recognize this. So yes, I do not support Kwesi's candidates and Kobe's candidates, but it doesn't mean that
You support this candidate.
I mean, he's the richest candidate in our party. He's richer than Kwesi's candidate.
No comment on that. We are focused on. You are behaving well.
Exactly.
Don't mind this.
But I think that ultimately we are going to stick together and unseat this NDC
So it
government.
means they are not going to be throwing jabs at each other on social media anymore.
Oh, I mean, jabs surely not insult. Jabs not insult. I don't think that you need to insult another person to make a point. And I think that's very important. That all our followers should understand that it's a family contest, and you cannot be seen to be insulting each other. That I never subscribe to. I'm sure, and anybody that supports Dr. Mahmoud Bamia or even listens to Miracles will know that you cannot indulge in insult and be part of us. I am known for being factual and nothing insult. And I think that we should all learn from that and move with that. We are going to win the elections, but it should be without insult. Nobody should engage in any form of insult going into this election.
Kwesi Kwarteng, are you going to speak to us as well?
So English, so let me do it.
Me treating you about the young that's fine. Me treating you about the country, that's fine. And to say, only Miracles, more fine.
Miracles. Oh, Miracles, they say, a brand penny. Na say no person of Makara Kakrada. Was me chase many a day, but as in be anyhow. No credit, I do in the mechanic for the first time. Miracles, why a debut mammy? I will call on your way. Mekai Sabra and a bee. Sabra no MC, and a bee Sumaro. Na me young could be an old teacher training college. You could see this. Emma would 2 car, a coy, first school, a coupon, 1 hour, yeah. Training college, or Sabra in admission. Subsequently, was our call on order to car another school. No one or frame. Say, oh, when you're admission, and you'll be a fine say, based on how your mamma, no, a boy a day, a man of pass and your penny. And then famous were chairman, but Miss Mitchell be so ah. And the problem behind the Indian term. Say you say a funny affair and canon chess about this really made the Fanco. And where they are, only one common enemy. And I use enemy in context. Say in terms of a political power 2 million. Your enemy NDC and yeah. So and yes, sir, say nay, yes, she. Meaning, a fiesta consensus. Opinions, your monabaso on the minister and leader way. Leader,
Leader.
Say one more team at champion more winning abaso. It may not be the exact and absolute solution, but at least a symbolic say a funding in a say Dr. Brian Campo, say Dr. Baumia Campo, say was it Scapogam? Youngest can come on. The most important, youngest can come on. The most important is that you
consider that argument. Says Scaffold.
Money on Monco. Yeah, grassroots. Now, yes, I said at the end of the day, you're very in a bit to mark a wobble. Now, a book as one party getting up with you. That's the most important thing. 2020, we can't afford to lose it. And can you send a very strong signal to the NDC? So I'm going to try because we are united more than ever. I mean, 2028.
Maybe a question about maybe some first, from Minister. Yes, una will say and Yama party. I don't know now, we can
Me na me say nneɛma wɔ party no mu.
me can your comment section for can.
Sɛ me na me say nneɛma.
One of more social
Na sɛ de ɔkɔ nsuo no a na bɛbɔ ahina. Nti sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ me no a ɔmo na ɛsɛ sɛ me say nneɛma party no mu no. Meda so da yɛ nam sɛ ɛneɛ nneɛma no a yɛsɛ ne party no ho nhia bio. Na sɛ bi mprɛ aduasa Paul ka asɛm bɔ sɛ meyɛ abɔfra meyɛ me nneɛma sɛ abɔfra. Na menyini yɛ no nso meyɛ me nneɛma sɛ pani. Ne yɛatena ase yi ne yɛhunu sɛ mmerɛ bi a atwa mu ani adeɛ bi kura no asɛm a na mpɛ sɛ meka kyerɛ me partyfoɔ no. Ɛnyɛ sɛ deɛ mekaeɛ no na na ɛyɛ wrong. Na mmom kwan a wobɛfa so a bɛka no. Nti me no a meyɛɛyɛ no a ɛnɛ no sɛ ebi wɔ hɔ a yɛ play me a me voice back a adwene ho am sɛ dabi. Na ka metumi aka no kwan foforɔ so. So I am the best person in the best position to advise me nuanom no sɛ nneɛma no bebree wɔ hɔ a wɔreyɛ ne nna a wonhyɛ dɛ nhunu nsunsuanso a ɛwɔ so kyena. Nanso akɔyɛ sɛ obi asɛ bi wɔafɛ no bɔne na aduru baabi no wagyae. So wɔtu afoforɔ fo sɛ adu bɔne wɔ ɛbɛsɛe wo a wɔno no nyɛ sɛ theory no wɔka ho asɛm. Ɛyɛ from experience ana wɔka ho asɛm. Enti sɛ adasan no adwene sɛ mmerɛ bi atwa mu na biribi fa Dr. Mamadu Bawumia ho, biribi fa Kennedy Japan ho, biribi fa na mmom mekae. Nyɛ sɛ deɛ meka na masesa m'adwene. Ebisɛ sɛ ɛnɛ no yɛde tumi ma yɛn. Ne yɛsa bɛyɛ nneɛma bi basa-basa sɛdeɛ bi a yɛyɛɛ no no a mɛka ne the same thing. Nanso ɛnam ne sɛ menim sɛ akwadaa ne nsufin ɛwɔ hɔ na akwadaa no ho yɛ fi a yɛntoo ne nsufin no nyinaa ngu nti no mɛka a will be a bit measured in the way I go about them. That is how come I dreamt about it. Na mo bi some questions. Wo deɛ waduru hɔ pɛn, waka bi pɛn, wahunu pɛn. Ti wo pɛn na abɛtumi asa akɔka kyerɛ adasane sɛ ɛneɛ saa nsɛm no wanhwɛ yie na woka ne me nuanom a wɔ social media obiara anim ɔbrɛmpo ahyɛse. Ebia na ɔkyena bi kura no wo ba abɛdi party no anim. Na nsɛm a ɔka no nura no yɛbɛbɔ akyerɛ wo. Media meyɛ adansedie. Nti deɛ obiara ka bi amene ne yɛ adwene. Deɛ meka kyerɛ me party biara no menu me ho ɔkwan a mefa so ka no nanso nyɛ asɛm a meka no. Nsɛ na wodwen sɛ Dr. Mamadu Bawumia odi party n'anim a ɛnyɛ yi a hwan na adwen sɛ odi party n'anim a ɛbɛyɛ Brian anaa Kennedy anaa kɔka kyerɛ adasa no sɛ Brian ne Kennedy bɛtumi adi anim. Na mmom wei na ne yere ayɛ sei wei na ɔkɔɛ no ɔkɔpɛɛ wei ɛno no wode tɔn wo party anaa wo candidate a ɛnyɛ yie. Nanso yɛbɛwie no na wamma opposition no ammunitions a wɔde bɛyɛ nneɛma nti sɛ wɔyɛ sɛ wo na ɔsɛ no na yɛ ni a deɛ ɔsɛ no no anim kwan yɛfa so yɛ ni no nti na ɛnam to nsa frɛ me nuanom sɛ wommra ne ani nkɔmmɔ na mefa me experience no ɛnka biribi nkyerɛ mo ne yɛhwɛ sɛ ɛkwan bɛɛ ne yɛkɔ yɛ anim no wo nsɛm a wabɛka ɛfisɛ nneɛma no bi wɔ hɔ a ɛnɛ yɛbɔ play back to me a honestly ɛnyɛ pleasant. Oh well ɛnyɛ pleasant. Not that asɛm no a meka then I keep saying yɛkɔ contest where then yɛn abɛ point out obi flaws. Na waka wo deɛ no aboro nipa ne deɛ so. Na so kwan bɛ na wo fa so aka no. Wo did not attempt to the point say afei yɛwie ne yɛsi bedi na chi mi yanko a wontimi nka na. I am a best example. So when I'm speaking to my brothers, they should listen. I believe that as a party, there are so many things that we've gotten it wrong. There are also so many things that we've gotten it right. Nemum say even 20%, 10% nienya the right. Oh no nya opportunity na wabadi ebia beka wa na kodu 30, 40, 50. De obenya akwanya no so. Nanso me adwiri 20 no a yenya ne nyina no out of anger. Ebedu bebe no ahwe ya na ntwa yi. Nti de obisa ne kwan so. And me so no nti na nam so ma me frɛ me we.
I want to find out from you, what does this meeting mean for your party going into the flag bearership race?
First of all, I have to use this opportunity to commend Okatakyire for inviting all of us to break bread. I mean, if you look at everyone who came here, either they are managing a candidate, speaking for a former president or vice president, from the leadership of parliament and so on and so forth. And all of us are very young people. We have a single obligation to make sure in our lifetime our party survives. We expand the fortunes of the new patriotic party. We build social capital for our party. We sell the ideologies of the party and make sure Ghanaians continue to rely on the new patriotic party as a formidable alternative. And we cannot do so by tearing each other down. We cannot do so by running the kind of campaigns that seek to denigrate people. Because even if you peddle misinformation, the moment it is coming from an insider, it doesn't matter. On a bigger context or scale, the assumption will be that because it was coming from an NPP person, it must have been the truth. And at the end of the day, there is a saying in Akan I was saying earlier that they say, Obofo, onim se oberi adwetri, enko ohu ye. You know, if your candidate has the potential to lead the party, you are going to be the biggest beneficiary of a united party if you run a decent campaign. If you assume that, oh, I don't think my candidate can win, so let's pour everything, let's ruin it, let's all go to sleep. In your lifetime, it will be such an embarrassment that a political tradition that has survived colonialism, a political tradition that has survived military rule, a political tradition that has survived a period where political parties are banned. Our contemporaries are no longer in politics. NDC is not our contemporary. Our contemporaries, our tradition, those who started, they are no longer in politics. But we have survived through thick and thin. And it is because as a political party, as a center-right democratic party, as conservatives, we have some peculiar prospects and properties that Ghanaians are attracted to. They know when it comes to the intellectual prowess, in terms of electoral reforms, in terms of social intervention, in terms of major policy direction. It doesn't matter whether in technology, if about the economy, our educational structure, you would realize that it is only when the New Patriotic Party is in power that the clock moves. And at this point in time, I told someone that the Canada that NDC promised Ghanaians, in less than 8 months, every reasonable Ghanaians know that they are going to Abeokuta. Ask the small scale miners. They know that they've been scammed. Ask the cocoa farmers. They know that they've been scammed. Go to Aboagye. They know that they've been scammed. Go to the free SHS, NAFCO. They promise the headmasters and heads of institutions that we are going to give you money to buy goats. We are going to give you money to feed the students. You should hold the money in your pocket. Today, take your cameras to CHAS. Let them lament and tell you that how the people who claim there was a culture of silence, headmasters cannot speak because we've given money to buffer stock, they are going to change things. It's not happening. And agrobeswa ifranapa. The young people of this country that they promise that when we win the election, you go to the public sector, every job will run 3 shifts with 3 people in the public sector. Apart from sacking over 30,000 people and doing ways and means to replace with their party people, go and check the records in Parliament and also the various reports at Ministry of Finance that the budget that was read in March, as at the time the Honorable Minister was reading the mid-year budget, ask yourself how much of the monies that they promised Ghanaians, how much did they disburse in the first budget? It is not happening. But if there is no formidable alternative, our country will be hopeless, they will be helpless, they wouldn't know what to do. I have the conviction that if we unite as a political party, we will come back to power in 2028 and we will serve the people of Ghana with respect, with integrity and everything. Pound for pound, start taking ministry by ministry, take the minister who was there previously and who is there now in terms of capacity, vision and what they are doing. At the end of the day, people will not want you to go to the details, but I'm saying pound for pound, as precisely so will say. Go and dig and look at the prospects of the sectors: education, foreign affairs, communication. Is the data cheap? Is it cheap? If you say your data is disappearing, my brother will tell you that check, then it's because you are over-consuming. So all the promises, all the things that people jumped on LGBTQ. We are passing the law. When we come, we are signing. They said people are dying, people are contracting sicknesses because of galamsey. Petitions from over 56 institutions. Organized labor on top of that. We want to repeal this airline. What has happened?
Honorable,
Nothing.
you know, some of these things wouldn't take just overnight for them to be done. You need to give
But
them
I am
some time.
saying there is a saying, and I can't say that agrobeswa ifranopa. The first budget has been read. I said go and check the disbursements. The mid-year has been read. They are preparing for the 2026 budget. They will come back and read it again. But I'm saying reading is not enough. Check the details. How much has been dispersed? Are contractors receiving monies? Are business people who seek to import, are they receiving the dollars to pay their obligations abroad so that their goods can come in? Are people selling? You heard the publication from back of Ghana. They are saying even remittances from abroad has reduced. Inflow at the Kotoka International Airport. We know what President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia did with Year of Return and Beyond the Return. The marketing we did for this country to attract tourism income to the extent that it was projected that by end of this year, Ghana will be receiving $5 billion per annum, $5 billion, not cedis, per annum from tourism income. I am saying if the number of people coming to the country, if you check the records and they say the records at Kotoka is showing that we are not meeting our targets, you should know where we are going. But if there is no alternative, what should Ghanaians do? There will be that despair, that desperation. We are uniting, we are talking, we are working, we are correcting things, we are improving on the structural systems within our party to make sure that within our lifetime, and our lifetime, God's willing, if most of us are alive by 2028, to bring the party back to power.
Are you considering reducing monetization of your elections?
Monetization is something I don't encourage. You can check records of my videos, not in our party, in any political party. First of all, because it affects, because, no, I'm talking about, democracy on its own is not, democracy in itself is not cheap. The dynamics in African politics contributes to it. And especially when it comes to women, because of our historic position on inheritance, what we've received, the contribution of women to GDP, what we earn. If it is all about money, we can't compete. So I vehemently speak against monetization in any political party on every platform, in parliamentary, presidential election, district assembly elections. And this time will not be different. So we encourage that people should sell their messages, and then people should be discerning that even if someone gives you money, it shouldn't be the main consideration. You should have it at the back of your mind that I'm going to select leaders who will improve the fortunes of our beloved new patriotic party. And I am supporting Dr. Bawumia. But see how nicely I'm adorned by my brothers from other camps. It's nice. It should tell you that whoever emerges as a winner, we are all going round to go and campaign.
To lead the MPP to power. That's the most important. Honorable Jerry, so please speak to Honorable Jerry.
Don't come and ask me one
What did you say?
because I'm supporting MPP.
Well, I wouldn't even ask you who you are supporting.
Yes, because I know how you think. Are you benefiting from the 71 million? That was
71 million.
Yeah, from the is it Minister of Communications or yes. When they promised the people they are gonna do Women's Bank, they bought in 51 million, and that has zero has been allocated to Women's Bank. I mean, all this coming, you can't see. It's just for MPP to understand that we need to be together, and we are good to go. And that's why I'm more excited about this masterpiece by Okatakyire Afrifa. It serves a certain notice that we are young, we are energetic, we are vibrant, we have come together. We are not going to take any nonsense from anyone who is an aspirant. We believe that our party can do Ghana better, and that is why we need to come together. For me, that's most critical for me. I'm not interested in who is incompetent and who is setting the Ghanaian people and say they are resetting. No, I'm not. I'm interested in how we can work harder and better and in unison and get back power.
That's most important. I'm not going to stand here and I'll be talking about why the president had not, as of today, spoken about the brutality that was meted out to our community and the women during the Ablekuma North elections. I won't waste my time talking about it. I would rather waste my time if I will spend my very important time talking about how we should escalate this conversation here, this Fiesta Royal consensus. And as young men and women who believe that this is a party that would give you the best, to see how best we can marshal our forces together and win back power. That for me is critical.
Okay, so Honorable, how do you seek to, as a senior member of the NPP party, how do you seek to bring on board the foot soldiers and the party?
First of all, I'm not a senior member. I'm a member of the party. I'm a member of the party that believes that for us to win this election, all is based on our grassroots. Yes. I mean, let them understand that you cherish them. Let them understand that whatever they are doing, they stand to be beneficiaries of same. Don't let them feel that you are going to use and dump them. And for me, that is critical. When people know that they are the owners of the party, you own a car. I mean, what you would want to do is to keep the car. Do anything and everything to maintain the car. So let them understand that they are the owners of the party. It doesn't take so much. It takes recognition. It takes acknowledgement. It takes gratitude. It takes humility. And let them understand that you're willing to serve them. But if you think that they should be serving you, then yes, you rot wherever you find yourself.
Thank you. But the peacemaker, your final words.
That's a correct.
Right, so my final words are very simple. We all have one party, one family to protect. The love of the family we belong to is what actually made us think about this initiative. Now, we have a duty to play, all of us. Na da bia no meda me so da ya mabusa senti hwan na ba be ni na mabusa me say na wo de wo ya echi. So say me ya me dia pretty much obia nso betimi ayi bi. Nya Okatakyire nko na nya, nya Dennis nko. Enya leader Ahmed nko. Nemo baby a wo bia you brighten the corner where you are. That is the only surest way for us to come together as a family and make sure that the party that we belong to become attractive again to the youth, to the general public. Then we sell our message to them. This initiative is not the end in itself, but it's the beginning of the end to whatever we intend to see. I just pray that maybe I know my buyer, the essence of say, yeah, unify between Akwasi. And like I keep saying, being an example of it, without having to be too much of an acrimonious character and abrasive. So without being abrasive, you can still sell your message. Without being acrimonious in nature, you can still sell your message. When we get that, and after this, January 31st, whoever emerges as a winner, I promise that I'm going to support that person 101% to get the ultimate goal of winning the power to serve the people. Thank you very much.
Constituency Ben now running 2020.
What's it there?
Constituency
We want petrol.
Ben now running.
1957 we want petrol over. Oh, me chair fi just a East for. Yeah, I'm gonna.
But Martin.
Oh, me free fi just a East constituency. I'm gonna we are Mwase, Jamase, Kofi Ayi, I can't say. Bipua.
Omusho winning 2020. Omusho winning 2020.
Samai. Akrofonso.
Okatakyire.
Funfuni. Dabai.
Omusho winning 2020.
Dome Amanase. Ediba ɛhɔ nyinaa no kokoti asua ɛwɔ na mfiri
Enti ne kra kan say.
ne kura ne sɛ ɔmo nyinaa yɛ MPP fo ɔmo party ni nya akɔ no. Thank you.